Livingston. I think it's Jennifer Livingston. She's an overweight woman who got attention because someone sent her an email, I believe, that was speaking about her weight. Now, I've heard this called, the people have on the internet have made a new term for this. They call it troll. They already call it trolling. Whenever you say something that someone doesn't like or is against popular opinion, they call it trolling. This, I think they call concern trolling, which is still a ridiculous label to me. But anyway, I don't remember exactly what the email said, but I remember certain things like, miss you, it hurts me or disheartens me to see that you're still not taking your weight into consideration. As a public figure, you should set a better example for the community, for the girls in the community especially, to show them that you shouldn't live a lifestyle of being overweight. Different things like that. And so she took offense to it and decided to answer on television, using up the time of her network. She decided to answer on television to this guy and express her disagreement with it and everything, and she told him that he was bullying. He was being a bully, and she began to compare it to Black Americans and gay children and everything like that. So people, of course, sided with her. That's how it works. People will jump on the side of the person, and people's empathy is usually put in the wrong direction, and it's really usually not an unbiased empathy. Nobody really showed any empathy for him. Nobody really said, okay, well, he wasn't being abrasive. It's just you're taking offense to it. Now, here's what I have to say about this. I do not remember that guy's name, but here's what I have to say about this. This, first of all, it shouldn't be called bullying, because what he did was not bullying. And in any sense of the word, it was not bullying. Number two, he didn't approach her in an abrasive fashion. He didn't approach her by saying, hey, listen, you fat, out of shape, get it together. No, he didn't approach her like that. He approached her in a very respectful manner to say, ma'am, listen, after all these years, since the last time I saw you, because he said, I used to watch, but I haven't in a long time. So he said, I saw you a long time ago. You were overweight, and since I haven't seen you in a long time, and I come to see you again, you're still overweight. He was probably expecting her to have lost weight and everything. Number three, he approached her in a private manner through the email, however he got the email address or whatever. But I don't usually say whatever or whatever. First for everything, I guess. He approached her privately. She chose to respond publicly. She took that to a different level. He approached her quietly and privately. And if she had anything to say, I would think she would have just answered back to him on that way. But there you go with people, and a lot of times it tends to be women that do that. They try to get back at you. Somehow, if they can just get back at you, and they want to do whatever they can think of to do to get back at you. sat there and publicly responded to him and accused him of bullying and everything, and it was just bad. So let's see, what am I on? 4? Number 4, he was not bullying her. His approach was right. I say personally, I don't see the point of him saying that to her. I could understand how she would feel offended, because why would he, out of all the overweight people on television, all the overweight public figures, why take time out for her to say that to her? Why not say it to anybody else? I mean, so I can understand her being offended by it, and her wondering to herself, why single me out? Which I would say the same thing. Her being overweight, yes, is unhealthy. My being overweight is unhealthy. I am in the process of losing weight. I lost 6 pounds when I checked the scale last time. I'm on a good route. I'm progressing. Now, I don't know why she's not losing. I don't know if she's trying to lose, or if she is, or if she isn't. Who knows? Who cares? I mean, that's her body. It does not affect me in any way, shape, or form. Literally, it doesn't affect me at all. I worry about my condition, myself. Now, I doubt that she's a person who, if she could, wouldn't lose weight. But it's hard for people to lose weight for more reasons than one. For one, it's difficult for willpower, because people have been trained to indulge. This generation, us millennials, the Generation Xers, it started with them. I think the baby boomers were indoctrinated this way too. We've been trained and brainwashed to indulge. Do whatever you want to do. Indulge. If it feels good, do it. I remember one of my favorite female wrestlers had a video called "It Just Feels Right." And never mind if it is right, if it is a good idea or not, it feels right. It just feels right. So that's all that matters. We've been duped and brainwashed into being concerned with if we want to do it or not. Not whether it's something that needs to be done, if it is something that needs to be done or isn't. Just make sure you want to do it. So in other words, if you don't want to do it, refuse it, reject it, which I understand, but what if it's something that needs to be done? She may have a physical condition. Now, I'm not a doctor, okay? Although I've had a lot to deal with medically, I'm not a doctor. But I don't know of any condition that actually keeps you from losing weight. I know there are conditions out there that make it harder for you and not quite as easy for you. For instance, some people can do a little bit of exercise and burn the calories. Some people can monitor their diet or restrict their diet and really see results. And then some people, the results come much slower. That doesn't make it impossible for you to lose weight. That simply makes it a little harder for you, which means you have to exercise more discipline, more willpower. Discipline is something that people do not have. People, excuse me. People advocate abusing children, but they don't advocate disciplining them. Hitting someone is abuse. Structuring them, guiding them, teaching them is discipline. And you see, we don't hear that much advocacy for that. We hear them say, "Oh, spank them, whip them, beat them, spank them behind, whip them behind." That's not discipline. That's abuse, and that's why the kids grow up and do whatever they want when they get older. I'm an adult. I can do whatever I want. That's the sound of someone who was not raised with true discipline. Someone raised with true discipline says, "I will do what I need to do, even if it's not something I necessarily want to do right now, or don't. There's other things I want to do. I do what I need to first." So you can talk to those people. They are humble. That tends to be hard to find with adults. They say, "I'm grown. I do what I want." Sorry to talk to get you like that, but that's anyway. I don't know what Miss Livingston's reason is for not losing weight. I don't know if it's that she is choosing not to. She says, "Oh, I'm comfortable where I am. I don't want to lose anything. I'm fine." Or if she has a medical condition that makes it harder, thus making it less, thus making it less desirable for her. If it's harder to do, that may discourage her more from wanting to do it, which is certainly understandable. I know for me, my reason for getting serious about it, because I just wasn't so serious about it before, is my health. My health, just being in the condition that is just deteriorating. I'm like, hey, let's get serious about this. So, I don't know what what Miss Livingston's reason is, but whatever it is, it's her reason, and it doesn't affect me at all. Now, personally, as another human being, as a person who knows what it's like to have a struggle with weight loss, who will admit, I'm a person who will admit, yes, I struggled with it. I went through all three reasons. I just don't want to. I'm fine where I am, and I realized that was ridiculous. That I wasn't fine the way I was. Then I had the whole medical conditions, where it makes it harder, which has discouraged me more. I've had just haven't done it, haven't gotten serious about it. I've been through all of that. But I will admit, I'm a person who will admit that that I certainly need to, and this is not healthy for me. The first thing she said, yes, I'm obese on a doctor's chart. That's not an admission. She didn't admit nothing. She tried to say that technically she's overweight, but she's not really. No, I'm overweight. I am very overweight. I am fat. That might be why I'm still single. Although I'm hoping that there's girls out there who aren't that shallow. But anyway, one of the things I didn't like most about this story was how people were calling him a bully. And the only people really speaking up for him were real cynical people who are the type to just say to her, "Yeah, you're fat. You need to lose weight." No, that's mean-spirited. That's cruel. That's disrespectful. That's rude to speak and to be like that. I'm not talking about any cynicism. I'm talking about realistically, he wasn't bullying her. He was, I don't want to say he was wrong in a sense of just him saying that he was wrong. Just from him saying that made him wrong. I think that it didn't make any sense for him to single her out. That's what I feel like. I feel like it was